Doctor Doom. Few names in the Marvel Universe command as much fear, respect, and grudging admiration as his. Over the years, Victor Von Doom has committed more than his share of unforgivable acts. He once cheated Luke Cage out of $200. He sacrificed the soul of the woman he loved to forge the armor that made him a living symbol of power. But as dark as his past deeds have been, none compare to the sheer, calculated cruelty of what he's doing in this story. The tale begins not with a battle, but with a stage, a public debate broadcast to the entire world. On one side, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, the man with the mind to rival gods. On the other, Dr. Doom, Emperor of Latveria and Sorcerer Supreme. The rules are simple. If Doom can convince the world that his rule is justified, he stays in power. But if Reed wins, Doom will step down. From the opening exchanges, the differences in their approach are obvious. Reed is logical, precise, and evidence-driven. Doom, however, knows how to wield emotion like a weapon. Reed can win minds, Doom can win hearts. Reed begins by calling Doom out. Victor, I have evidence that the events of the Blood Hunt, the very crisis that made you both Sorcerer Supreme and Emperor, could have been prevented by you. You knew what was coming. You knew how many would die, and you let it happen. It's not speculation. At the end of Blood Hunt, Doom himself admitted he could have ended the event much earlier. By combining the magic of Doctor Strange with his own, he could have stopped the carnage. But he waited until the final moment when it suited his ambitions. The crowd should be swayed. Reed's logic is airtight, but then Doom smiles beneath his mask and counters with a story from history. He invokes December 7th, 1941, the attack on Pearl Harbor. He claims Winston Churchill knew the attack was coming and let it happen to draw America into the war, ending it sooner. Historically debatable, yes, but Doom doesn't care. The point, he says, is that leaders must sometimes make impossible choices for the greater good. In that moment, Doom reframes himself not as a villain, but as a necessary evil, a man willing to do what others cannot. While this war of words rages, Maria Hill and a small infiltration team, Black Widow, Susan Storm, and Scarlet Witch, work to pierce Latveria's magical defenses. S.H.I.E.L.D. has found a single weak point in Doom's otherwise impenetrable barrier. They slip inside and immediately notice something's wrong. The streets feel off. Too still, too perfect. Susan watches a couple walk by, then sees them again walking the same route, step for step. She bends light around her, revealing the truth. The city of Doomstad is empty. The people they've seen are nothing but hard light illusions. The real Latveria is a ghost town. The women head toward a castle, unlike the traditional Castle Doom, but radiating the same ominous presence. The magical wards around it are unlike anything even the Sorcerer Supreme should be capable of. Stacked layers of time magic, chaos magic, blood magic, and elemental spells. And yet, Wanda feels no resistance as she works through them. That's when she realizes why. These spells aren't designed to keep intruders out. They're meant to keep something, or someone, in. They breach the defenses and step inside. What they find freezes them in place. Row upon row of stasis pods stretching endlessly into the shadows. Each one holding a person, not soldiers, not criminals, but ordinary citizens. And among them, children, their life force is being drained, siphoned away for some dark purpose. They patch into Reed's debate and broadcast the footage to the world. Reed stops speaking, lets the image speak for itself. This is the first look anyone has had inside Latveria in months. This is why Victor sealed it off, to hide his crimes. The reaction is immediate. Doom, unfazed, claims these are volunteers, loyal citizens who willingly gave themselves for the greater good. Heroes, in his words. Reed cuts him off. We're looking at children, Victor. You are robbing them of their lives, their future, to give power to yourself. This is how you've fueled your magic. This is how you've cast every spell you've wielded. You're sacrificing your own people at the altar of yourself. Doom does not deny it. Instead, he leans into it. Yes, Richards. That is exactly what I'm doing. And I would sacrifice 1 million more if I had to. Greatness has a cost, and someone must pay it. the bargain is fair. In exchange, we have peace, wealth, and safety. The means are more than justified by the ends. Reed delivers the final blow. If your actions are so justified, Victor, then why hide them? The debate ends, but the question lingers. And it's one that echoes far beyond the Marvel Universe. Are Doom's actions justified? Is this an example of utilitarianism? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few? Or is there never a situation where sacrificing innocence can be acceptable? Because in this case, Doom isn't trading lives to prevent immediate catastrophe. He's trading them for a better world. The moral calculus is his alone, but the price is paid by those who never agreed to it. So, what do you think? Is Victor Von Doom the savior of his people or their greatest monster?